Alright folks, welcome to the shop. You're probably going, Dennis, where's the molds? The molds are on the griddle back here heating them up. It's chilly outside here. It's right 50 degrees right now, but it's cloudy. It's going to rain next couple days, so when the sun's not shining, that doesn't help. When the sun's shining, it helps heat my garage up. I got a heater going underneath the vise right here. I got a radiator heater going, so it's not bad in here. It's like 55 in here. So what we're going to do, we're going to cook a 1 cup of plastic, and we're going to make chartreuse tails. Tail molds heating too, and I'll show you that in a minute. Let me get this cooked up to 350. I'll mix it with you, and we'll shoot the tail molds. Okay, guys, we're going to we'll get a little bit off the table so y'all can see it. We're going to mix this. This is dead on plastic chartreuse. Some of y'all might be ordering my base that had like chartreuse tails. I'm gonna count. Okay, that's 35 drops to a cup. That's what I use. I want it pretty bright for these tails. I switched to dead on a lot of my colors. So if y'all ordering some stuff and you go like, there's a touch difference in these from last time. A lot of it's because I'm changing coloring. I was using another company's coloring, and some of the coloring I like, but the chartreuse would cake up. Okay, this is a smidgen, right? Smidgen. You can order those too online, just look around. Cracker Barrel, if y'all close to a Cracker Barrel, the Cracker Barrel, I got these from Cracker Barrel in North Carolina. I'm in Virginia, but I'm not far from North Carolina. I fish a lot in North Carolina. It's only about a mile of crow flies from here to North Carolina, guys. I go to church in North Carolina. We like the church down there. I say down there, it's 20. Church we go to is about, it's 30 minutes. But we like the pastor. All right. Here you go, and the church itself. It's just it's a good church. All right. Now that puts a sparkle in it, and that gold and silver flake kind of gives us some sparkle. All right. Now makes that tail sparkle. This is what we are at. I know it's 310. We need to get back about 335 to shoot the tails. Let me heat this back up. And y'all wonder why I made so much. I'm gonna continue to make these baits. I made this pour to catch with this bait, the blue mist color, and the blue mist works good. I shot some subs. Okay, this is a sub. This is in jellyfish. Okay, had a couple laying here. I shot that sub in the blue mist this week. Today's Friday, and took it out with me, and bam! I tell you, I was using another color. I was making a video, and I thought after I made that video, I thought let me try this sub a little bit in this blue mist. Now I didn't have a chartreuse tail. All right, let me grab my molds. Woohoo! They're hot now. That's what I wanted, right? They're hot now. I'll show you these molds when I open them. You don't need to see them now. Alright. Y'all ready? It's hot enough to shoot. And after I mixed this plastic, I didn't show you all this. I don't have time to show you. I'll make the video too long. And I have showed it before. I'll come back and show it to you again sometime. I took it over here to my vacuum chamber behind me, and I ran it through the vacuum chamber. The vacuum chamber will suck all the bubbles from stirring it and all that out of it, okay? So that's what I do. If you use the remelt plastic, you get a lot of bubbles. And guys, it's important. I hear guys on YouTube go like, well, I don't need the vacuum mist. It has a lot of trash on top. I'll take a torch to it. A torch will take some of the bubbles and the moisture off the top of it. But if you put it in the vacuum chamber, it sucks it all out. And man, and once you once you bring it out of there, you can see how smooth it looks, and I'll show it to you. I'll do that maybe on the next one. Gotta watch, the videos can get too long when I show y'all every little step. Gonna open these, put them in the, show you how I put them in the molds. Okay guys, let's open up one of these tails. We'll set the other right here. Never comes out the side you want it to. That's what it always does to you. Okay, now I'm going to show you what I do. I watched other people on YouTube, but I'm going to tell you how I do it. So I took it up that way. This is the top. That's the way I hold it in my hand. That's why I put it in the mold. I've studied the tail. I don't think it's that much difference in it. I think you probably go either way. This is the way I decide to do it. I do it the same way every time. I put it on the bottom section. Okay, I'm gonna set this up here. Let's see if y'all can see. Yeah, y'all should be. I'm gonna turn your head down just a touch. That wasn't too bad, was it? You can handle that again, couldn't you? All right, that's the main thing. I didn't want to hurt you. You ready? I take and pull one off at a time. Guys, it takes a little bit. I lay it in places like that right there. All right. I got it laying here so y'all can see it. I knew I would have to do a balancing act. All right. But I'm not gonna sit here and do all of them on video. I'm also hot. I can't hold to it. It's been on the griddle. Okay. Now I'm gonna just lay it on this table over here where it's flat, and I'm gonna do all of them that way. I'm gonna do four units. So y'all have to be patient now, and you'll have to wait a little while. It's going to take me 5 to 8 minutes to do all these 4 molds, and during that time I'm going to pull some plastic, and I'll show you that right here in a minute. Let me get that set up to make the metal mist color. Alright guys, we got it done, and you can see it's nasty around the cup. It's because I put it in the vacuum chamber and it sucked it up. Let me count again, but on 30 drops. Now that's for a cup, and I got a cup and a half in here. So now I got to do 15 more. Alright, now I'm doing 1 drop of blue. So for a cup, so I'm going to try to do, that's I said I was going to try to do a nice big drop and a small drop. But I've done 2 small drops. You know, I've talked to different people, and they say, well, every drop's the same. And I think, well, you know what? You can mix a color like this every time you mix it, and it seems like it comes out of just a touch difference. So I don't know. All right, now, glitter. I'm doing a smidgen to a smidgen to 2 cups, but I'm doing a cup and a half today. The reason I'm doing a cup and a half, guys, is I got a whole bunch of leftover, okay? And I'm going to use, I had enough left over to do it, but I'm going to make a bunch of base this evening. So I'm going to, in this color. So I'm probably going to need a little bit more, so I'm just going to thought, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and make a new batch. So I'm going to do a smidge and a quarter. I'm going to go ahead and do a new batch so y'all can see what I'm doing. That's 015 blue. I use 015 most all the time. Once in a while, I'll use 035, very seldom. Oops, I had these lids already off, as y'all can tell. Some of you are probably going, Dennis, you're not screwing. That's because I got them off. I'm trying to make this faster. See? Yeah. I had it set up. I just done a smidgen of black. I don't use black a lot. Y'all look in your base that you buy from me. It goes like, it's not much. Black here and there. Just a little bit of black. Sometimes black helps gives the body, but black makes it darker. You can make like a light pink or something, put black in it, and it gets darker. It changes the color of it a lot. Glitter changes it a lot. Alright? Now, I need this at 350 because it's got to melt into the tails, okay? I like it at 350, 352. I don't mind having it at 355 because time I get to this last mold, it's going to cool down some, right? Once you put it in that ejector, it starts cooling it. Alright, it's at 306. It was at 360 when I pulled it out. Oops, when I put it out of there, but I put it in the, I'm going to do 30 seconds. I put it in the vacuum chamber. That cooled it down a lot. Alright, let me back this camera up while we're waiting. Alright, guys. It's 355. I'm telling you one thing, even with gloves, that injector's hot. Again, you gotta make sure you tap them off. If you let them suck down here on the top into the stem too far, this one has a good deep well, but that much, which helps. And even if it goes down just in that well, it's okay. But once you start down that stem, it'll get air in them. I've done that before and not tap them off like that, and the first one or two will have air in the nose, right in the nose up like that. Alright. Alright guys, let these cool. I think they're okay. They're trying to go down a little bit. And it's no big deal. Using a solid color like this, you can reuse the plastic. That's why I like my solid colors. I say this a lot, and some of you are going like, Dennis, I can't believe it. One of these days I'm going to go back and film it. My shop is not very wide, but it's 12 feet long. And in the back here I got a table with quart size and gallon size bags full of stems. Like this. That's a quart bag. And this. That's from the grubs. Yep. That's from Blue Moon, right? Well, there's two back there like this for Blue Moon. Now I have melted them down, and I can make a decent color with them. This perch color, I've made playing around with it. I've done some different colors playing around with it. The remelts, like this is smoke. They're on the site, smoke remelt from oil. Some of them, they make some nice looking baits, and they catch fish, guys. If you check them out, the remelts I have. So yeah, I've been saving these for a while. I'm gonna melt these down and see what they look like. This would make like a good Cinco. Some of y'all bass fish. Yeah, you can add to it once you melt it and look at it and go, hey, it's close to a green. You could add green to it or yellow to it. It's going to lighten it. Yeah, you can play around with it and usually come up with something that's useful for a bass bait. It's hard to come up with something for a crappie bait. It's hard for me to come up with something good enough that I feel like I could sell it. Bam. All right. We're going to open the first one. We're going to use the other three as a table. The size will come out on. There you go. I don't know if y'all can see them changing colors or not. Okay. Yeah, this here looks purple, and that looks blue. Yeah, you can see it. I think you can see it through the camera. This color works great. You would think by looking at this color, you would think, well, Dennis, you can see through it a little bit. Yeah. Then what's thinner? Yeah, you can. All right. But guys, it works. Even in this nasty water, it works. I think it's the light reflection or something about it, but it's one of those colors that works, and it'll work up in clear water too. All right. Okay, guys, there you go. Put your number down. 1 to 400. Okay, 1 to 400. And on Wednesday night, I'll make a draw. If you go over the number, you're automatically out. We do that to separate the winners from the losers. Okay, make sure you subscribe. If that button is black, you're not subscribed. That's it. I load these videos on Sundays. The draw is on Wednesday after 5 o'clock. Usually around 5 to 10 minutes after 5, I get set up. By 5:15, I'm doing the video. Some of you are still leaving numbers at 6, 7 o'clock on Wednesday evening. If you hit it on the head, you're not gonna win. I'm gonna use the numbers that's on the site when we go down through it. Y'all go down through it. I film myself. Y'all looking at them with me. So if later on someone says, "Hey, I had the winning number," all y'all that watched it, 95 of you, 100 of you, no, he did not have the winning number. It wasn't on the site because we looked at every one of them, didn't we? All right, so that means it came on after the draw. So anyway, that's the way it works. I've never had a problem yet. Been doing this about 2.5 years. Okay. In fact, I'll save that mention to Wednesday. Wednesday night, I'll try to remember to give you all a total of shipping and stuff doing this. It'll surprise you. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate you watching. I hope you enjoy the clips afterwards. We're gonna catch some fish in this nasty water. Visibility is about 3 to 5 inches on blue mist. See ya. I'll tell you what, guys, I'm throwing at all of them. If it's a mark close to me, I'm throwing at it. But he didn't look that big. I didn't think he was that big. I think he was probably 8-9 inches anyway. He's probably lucky to be 6. Man, I might have got one a little bigger. And he looked the same size mark as the last one I caught. He acts like he's bigger anyway. Oh yeah. I want to net him, guys, because I didn't. Once I grab the net, I'm gonna go ahead and net him. I think I broke my line on the net. No, I didn't. I'm gonna say I'm not using my 4-pound test, and I use 4-pound because it casts easier. I use 2 a lot on that one rod, and because I use the smaller baits on it. If you're using I got some 1/64ths and yeah, stuff like that. You can't throw it on heavy line, and you can get more distance on light line. That's a decent fish. He's probably 10 inches, maybe 10 1/8. It's a nice fish. They're white now because of the watercolor. This blue mist, guys, I sell some of it. Last year, Sam and I fished, and the water was about this color from Kerr Lake, and I done really good on that color and the grenada bug. That's when I introduced the grenada bug, and I sold a lot of that blue mist, and the sales quit on it. And Sam and I was talking about this just a couple weeks ago. Might have been when we was fishing together, I don't know, but we was talking about it. I need to get out some of these other colors and fish with them, just so y'all can see them. I've got there's over 70 colors on my site and combos. When I say combos, like this is a combo. I have this one, this blue color. This is the color that changes from blue to a deeper purple. It goes blue and purple. It'll change colors in the water. All right, with a chartreuse tail. I have it where it's the back on the color and the belly is a lighter color. Okay, so that's what you got to look around. I have a lot of colors in that. I have the crawfish color. It's a brown that changes to blue. Right. So I'm trying to make stuff that you just can't walk in every store and buy. You're not going to walk in many stores and buy colors that change like that can change. This, like I said, this is blue and purple. Goes back and forth from blue to purple. Depends on how much light hits it. Well, that's why the fish are interested in it. It's purple. It's dark color today. And when the light hits it, it's changing a little bit. Everything that lives in that water reflects light. And they reflect light different. I use a lot of neon colors. Okay. And I got baits laying here, guys, like this banana lime. All right. That's neon lime. The neon colors reflect light different. The pinks I use in neon. Trying to make stuff that's different. So if you've never been on the site, Lake Country Baits, go on and look around. And I even thought about making a video and showing some of the good clear water colors, what I think would be great for clear water, or I made for clear water. Some light stain baits, and baits that work in this stuff, when you can only see down 2 or 3 inches. All right. Sid, he has tested the grenada bug on grenada, and that's why we call it the grenada bug. It's been fished there, and it caught fish there. Any of y'all guys that fish a lot know that grenada looks like this all the time. All right. It's probably a little bit better than this. I think Sid told me it averages around 7 to 9 inches in that area. If I'm wrong, he'll correct me probably in the comments. It averages in that area, the water depth, as you can see a bait down. And this water right now, I'm gonna reel up to I can see the bait. I got my rod tip touching the water. Oh, back it up just a little bit. I'm checking it. Wow. All right, there's when I can see the bait. This one I can start making out that a bait was coming at me. So how far is that, guys? That's probably 3 inches. All right, I said 2.5 to 3 at the beginning. I was right. It's about 3 inches off where I can see this bait down. But I think the fish can see it further than that, guys. I think their sight's better than that. I can notice, I'm sitting here on the edge of the channel. Okay, here's 4 right there. There's a small one. And see, that's the good marks, right? One I just caught looked like that. That little one looked like. I'm turning this handle for y'all that's new. That's why I like a pole. I talked about this the other video about guys putting it on a trolling motor. If they put it on a trolling motor, they use 2 trolling motors in the back. I haven't priced those yet. I said I need to price them. I was guessing that's probably $1,500, $2,000 a piece, but because that trolling motor there, guys, is about $2,800, right? So because they don't have spot lock on the back, so they might be a little cheaper, but they're on a pole that opens and goes down, so all that costs money. That's how they're doing it. when they put their trolling motor down, they're using their trolling motor to turn their transducer instead of me using my hand, and they're using the trolling motors on the back to control the boat. That would be a great thing to have, you know, especially if you fished a lot and if you fish tournaments. That's what I said in that video. But here's what I usually do is I put my spot lock down and I look around, okay? And if I don't, there's a couple, so I'm looking this way now. There's one there. So I'm just sitting here casting, looking around casting at them. I was over there a while ago. I came to here and I'll work my way down through here, just looking around for fish. And when I find them, I put my spot lock on and I cast around at them. All right? Just kind of give y'all an idea of what I'm doing. And not all of them are interested. Some of them make no move. When the bait comes past them, nothing happens. Some of them turn and head to the bottom. Now, I heard them talking about down Crappie Connection the other week. They said some of the fish will run to the bottom. Yeah, I've had some, you get bait close to them, they just turn good to the bottom. All right? Now, I don't fool with them anymore because I don't have the bottom showing. And this is what I was telling y'all too about why it's hard to me to determine what size they are. Watch that fish right there. See this fish? Watch what happens when I make the screen longer. See, they're getting smaller. Now watch. I'm going to make it shorter. Oops. Let me get them back in screen here. They're moving. And they're moving a lot today. It's making it tougher too. Now watch how big they get here when I drop the screen. There it is. So it could be a bigger mark now in it. See there? Got a little bit bigger. See? So as you change this screen, the size of the marks change some. I'm trying to keep mine on about 40 feet, 45. And I'm trying to keep the bottom here. I don't need to see the bottom because I'm not fishing the bottom, see? So I'm dropping this down here to make the fish bigger. That's why I've done that. All right, does that make sense to you? That's what I'm doing. That's why you don't see the bottom. It makes the fish bigger. Guess what else it makes bigger? It makes my jig bigger. It makes my jig easier to see. Now, that makes it harder to determine how big the fish are because you're changing the size of them all the time. That's what I said. I said this other week. A lot of these guys that fish a lot will tell you, the guys that fish tournaments and guide out there every day, 3 or 4 days a week, they've come up with a system where they leave theirs the same all the time. Well, I fish a lot of different water depths, and it's hard for me to do that. And I just came past those fish I just showed you. I'm right on that one's head there now. Right on his head. Now he's following it. He turned around and looked at it. He winked at it. And that was it. You can tell sometimes if they change or move. You know, if they move a little bit, look at like, what was that one past me? You can see the flicker of the tail, and you can see that they turn, the shape of the fish changes on the screen. So you know they've done something. You know something's happening. All right, guys, it's been a while. It's probably been 20 minutes. I finally caught another one. Like I said, I'm throwing out a lot of them. This is a little nicer. And a lot of them not paying any attention to it. I had 3 come by that looked like decent marks, and all 3 of them, when I got the bait close to them, they just head to the bottom. Like, no, you ain't putting that thing on me. Well, he's 10 inches. He's better than those couple small ones I caught. Woohoo! Hey, if I catch enough of fish today, you might not see those small ones. No, I try to show y'all I catch small fish too. I'll show y'all some of them. I know y'all catch little ones too. If you fish, you're going to catch some small ones, right? So, hey, and I tell you what, guys, it's cold out here today. It was 40 when I left my house. It don't feel 40 here on the lake, does it? A little bit of breeze going. I can pick some, you know, it's picking moisture up off that water. Yeah. Pulled this rod. Y'all ain't seen me use this rod for a while. This rod has a, I like the reel on this rod better than any of them I've got. This is a Sarah, Shimano Sarah. I wish I could buy those and replace all of them with it, but they're too expensive, but it's a nice rod. Nice reel, I mean. Those little President Series flugers is what I'm using. And guys, they're 5 or 6 years old. One of them is starting to get where it's got a little clunk in it. But you got to think how many times that one's been cast. It's on my rod I use most of the time. How many times have it been cast and throw up on these boat docks and stuff? Thousands and thousands of times. And the little reels, what are they? $45 or something like that? So you can't expect them to last forever, can you? Bam. I didn't let him go because I was keeping, he'd come toward the boat so easy when I set the hook. He wasn't but 15 feet from me, so I didn't have a lot of time. He was following me. He kept following it, then finally he quit, and I threw back out there again and got it down close to him. He turned around and grabbed it. That's a nice fish. He's probably 11 and a half, 11 3/4. Got a little black on him here. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate that. Bam. Whoo. It's about time. Make sure I'm recording, guys. I'll tell you, I moved. I was around the corner. I came down here. Be honest with you, I came down to use the bathroom. I went back in this cove so I could see all these houses, so I could use the bathroom. And I noticed there was a lot of fish when I came back out with my trolling motor, and I noticed there was a lot of fish back in there. So I started fooling with them, and I caught one of them. It was a small crappie. I mean a small one. So I thought, they're coming back in there to get in the sun. The water is 1 degree warmer there. I thought, you know, they're coming back here to get in the sun. That's what they're doing. So, I just started looking around here. That's a nice fish, guys. Bam, that's what we're talking about right there, buddy. That's probably a 13-inch fish. Look how thick he is. Wow. All right, I'm going to take a picture of him, guys, for Facebook. All right, guys, I'm going to throw him back. That's a nice fish. Thank you, buddy. About time I caught a nice one. But I seen 2 nice marks come through, and I threw at them, I don't know how many times, guys. As long as they'll keep letting me throw. I seen them at 40 feet. And I kept throwing and throwing them. They got to about 30 feet. I kept throwing. And something I've learned today now about the bigger fish. Those small ones I'm catching, they'll come close to the boat. I've got some of them 15 foot from the boat. The bigger fish, when they get about 20, 25 foot from the boat, first thing is they can hear the trolling motor. They'll turn. And y'all see how breezy it is, the water's chopping. I've got to use the trolling motor, and I've got to use spot lock. I mean, if you take your foot off the trolling motor, the boat starts moving, then the transducer is useless, because if a boat moves a little bit, that cone, when it's looking like this guy, looks in a V shape out. That cone at 35, 40 feet is not very wide. And somebody told me one time like what the math was, and I don't remember what it is. But I can tell you from looking around, it's not very wide. If you can cast out there and be 3 feet to the right, and you'll see your jig flicker, and you know you might as well then throw again. You need to be, if you can get within 6 to 10 inches from them today, you need to be that close. And I seen this fish when the bait come by, I seen him turn and start after it, and I felt him thump it. I thought, that's what I've been, that's what we like, right, that thump. Bam. Another nice one, guys. Woohoo! How you like that? I'm in the right place now. Y'all think? I think it's the time of day too, guys. They're starting to bite a little bit. It's 2 o'clock, almost 2 o'clock. That's a nice fish there too. He's probably 12 and 3/16. All right, guys, I'm gonna close it right there because I'm gonna tell you we're gonna try to make another video. This is the blue mist color. I want to try another color. Y'all know, for y'all guys that watch my channel a lot, you know my channel is about bait colors. I make colors and fish with them. So I try to fish with them in my videos. Hopefully it helps you when you're fishing someone the water's that nasty. If you're fishing the water this nasty right now at your lake, you need blue mist, grenada bug, creamy. Those 3 work great in it. I've got I got black and chartreuse with pink tail. If you look in the tail colors, they're called hot tails. This is under, and I should have mentioned that. This is under hot tails, okay? If it's got a tail color, it's under hot tails, all right? Now, all the new colors coming on, the banana colors, the Tennessee Shad colors, Tennessee pink, be like this one right here. This is called hot water, Tennessee back, Tennessee greenback, pink tail, pink body. They're under LC Shad. But if it has a separate tail color, grenada bug is under. Somebody commented to me about 2 weeks ago, I can't find grenada bug. I said, look under hot tails. It's got a tail color. It's got a pearl tail. If it's got a tail color, it's under hot tails. Everything else is under LC Shad. All right? So check it out. I got the new subs on there. I got a video I'm going to load tomorrow where I caught them here on the subs in this nasty water. On orange, OJ, grenada bug, and this nasty water. That little sub works fine. Sam said the sub and the fathead minnow was Batman and Robin. That might be a pretty good way, but I should have called it Batman and Robin. So I probably got in trouble for it though. That's why I come up with my own names, guys, because if I use somebody else's name, you could get in trouble, right? So sometimes I sit down and I spend hours trying to come up with names. Just write down the only thing I can think of. And then when I bag the baits in new color, I got to sit there and go, all right, what's the one I'm going to use? That's right. All right, guys. Appreciate y'all, guys. Lake Country Baits is where you'll find these baits, www.Lake Country Baits. You can order from there. You cannot order from me by calling me or emailing me. You've got to go on the site. I do not handle the orders. When you place an order, they send me the order. I make the shipping label. I fill your order, I package it, I make the shipping label and send it. WooCommerce is a company that handles the website. I pay them to handle the website and to take all the credit cards and stuff. It's a company called WooCommerce. That's what they do, okay? It's kind of like Shopify. All right, but it's called WooCommerce. And that's the company I decided to use. They handle all that kind of stuff. All right? So there you go. And if you place an order, you can't email me 10 minutes later and went, oops, I forgot something. Can you add it? No, I cannot add it. Again, I do not handle that part. I cannot add it. You got to make sure you get everything. Sit down, make your list, guys. Check it twice, and then put your order in. Appreciate y'all, guys. See y'all next time, Fishing Lake Country.